They say revenge is a dish best served cold. But for Caitlyn Clark, it was $1 million check she refused to cash. A public humiliation delivered with a quiet no that echoed louder than any sold-out arena. This isn't just about basketball anymore. This is the story they don't want you to know. The calculated takedown of a legend who let his ego write a check his legacy couldn't cash. For years, Geno, the untouchable king of women's college basketball, has been talking. He's offered backhanded compliments, dismissed her fan base, and tried to frame her success as something he's seen a dozen times before. He tried to sound wise, like a king looking down on a rising star. People have short memories, he says, but Caitlyn Clark never forgot. And now, Geno is learning the hard way that when you try to diminish a supernova, you just get burned. We're going to connect the dots and show you how every single insult, every dismissal, and every condescending comment led to this moment. The moment Caitlyn Clark didn't just reject the league, she rejected his entire legacy, costing him millions and humiliating him on a global stage. This is the story of the perfect payback. Stick with me, because the truth is always more dramatic than the game itself. The disrespect didn't start this year. You have to go back to the recruiting trail, back to when Caitlyn Clark was just a high school phenom with a dream. And that dream, like it was for so many, was to play for UConn. She admitted it herself, saying, "I loved UConn. I think they're the coolest place on earth." So what happened? Why didn't the greatest recruiter in the history of the game sign the greatest offensive talent of a generation? According to Clark, the interest was never really there. Geno's program called her AAU coach a few times, but they never once spoke directly to her or her family. Geno's excuses have been a masterclass in deflection ever since. He claimed he had already committed to Paige bueckers very, very early and didn't want 2 point guards at the same time. Then, in a stunning display of arrogance, he tried to flip the blame, suggesting that if Clark really wanted to come to UConn, she should have called him. Imagine that. The legendary coach admitting he couldn't see the generational talent right in front of him, then blaming the teenager for his own oversight.